Are you thinking of starting an LLC? I know it can be daunting, especially if you're unsure where to begin. But here's the thing, you don't have to do it alone. In this video, we're going to take a look at Tailor Brand's LLC formation services from every angle, including a feature that could be a game changer for your new business. So, what's Tailor Brands all about? Basically, they offer LLC formation service and branding tools all in one place. Sounds pretty great, right? But here's what really caught my eye. A feature that could save you tons of time and money. I'll get to that in just a second. Trust me. Now, starting a business is hard enough. There's so much to think about. Legal stuff, branding, websites. It could make your head spin. So let's see if Tailor Brands can actually make it easier, or if it's just another overpriced service that promises more than it delivers. I'm super excited to break this down for you and show you what I found. Breaking down the plans, what do you really get? Alright, let's dive into the heart of Tailor Brands LLC formation services. They offer 3 main plans, and I'm going to break them down for you so you can see exactly what you're getting. First up, we have the Light plan. Now, this one's free, which sounds amazing, right? But here's the catch. It only covers the basics of LLC formation. You still need to pay state fees, which can range anywhere from $40 to $500 depending on where you're setting up your shop. The Light plan takes about 14 business days to process, so if you're in a hurry, this might not be your best bet. Next, we've got the Essential plan. This one's gonna cost you $199 a year, plus those state fees I mentioned. But here's where things get interesting. With the Essential plan, you're getting expedited processing. We're talking 2 business days instead of 14. That's huge if you're eager to get your business off the ground. But that's not all. The Essential plan also includes annual compliance services. Trust me, this could save you a major headache down the road. Keeping up with all the paperwork and deadlines for your LLC can be real pain. But with this plan, Tailor Brands has got you back. Now, let's talk about the Elite plan. This is the big one, priced at $249 a year. It's got everything in the Essential plan, plus a whole suite of branding tools. We're talking about a DIY website builder, a free domain for a year, 8 logo designs, a digital business card, and even social media post makers. It's like a one-stop shop for getting your business up and running. Now, you might be thinking, that sounds great, but is it really worth the extra money? Well, let me put it this way. If you were to hire a designer for your logo and website, you could easily spend thousands of dollars. With Tailor Brands, you're getting all of that for a fraction of the cost. And here's something else to keep in mind. All of these plans require you to pay state filing fees. These fees aren't included in the prices I just mentioned, and they can vary a lot depending on which state you're in. So make sure you factor that into your budget. Now, I know what some of you are probably thinking. The free plan sounds good enough. Why should I pay for the other plans? Well, here's the thing. While the Light plan might seem appealing, it's missing a lot of features that could be really important when you're just starting out. You might end up spending more time and money in the long run trying to figure everything out on your own. The Essential plan, with its expedited processing and annual compliance services, could save you a ton of stress. And if you're serious about making your business stand out, the Elite plan's branding tools could be a game changer. But you know what? The real value is in that Elite plan. Why? Well, because with it, you're not just forming an LLC, you're building a brand from day one. Think about it. You get your legal stuff sorted out, and at the same time, you're creating your logo, setting up your website, and even preparing social media content. That's a huge head start for any new business. The game changer, AI-powered branding tools. Alright, let's talk about what really makes Tailor Brands stand out. Their AI-powered branding tools. This is where things get seriously cool. You know how creating a logo and website can be a huge headache when you're just starting out? Well, Tailor Brands has a solution that might blow your mind. First up, we've got their AI-powered logo maker. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. AI-powered logo maker? That sounds like it'll spit out some generic cookie-cutter design. But trust me, it's way more impressive than that. This tool uses artificial intelligence to understand your brand and create a unique logo that actually fits your business. Here's how it works. You answer a few questions about your business, your style preferences, and the vibe you're going for. The AI then takes all that information and generates a bunch of logo options for you. And we're not talking about a handful of boring designs. We're talking about dozens of professional looking logos that you can customize to your heart's content. And here's the kicker, it doesn't stop at logos. Tailor Brands also offers an AI-powered website builder. Now, if you've ever tried to build a website from scratch, you know it can be a total nightmare. But with this tool, you can have a professional looking website up and running in no time. The website builder works kind of like Logo Maker. You tell it about your business, choose a style you like, and boom, it generates a fully functional website for you. And the best part, you don't need any coding skills or design experience. It's all drag and drop so you can easily customize your site to make it look exactly how you want it. Now let's put this into perspective. If you were to hire a professional designer to create a logo and build a website for you, you could easily be looking at thousands of dollars. And that's not even considering the time it would take. We're talking weeks, maybe even months of back and forth with designers. Or maybe you thought about learning web design yourself. That's great, but let's be real. Do you really have the time to master a whole new skill set when you're trying to launch a business? Probably not. But with Tailor Brands, you can have a professional logo and website in just a few clicks. We're talking about saving potentially thousands of dollars and weeks of your time. That's huge, especially when you're just starting out and every dollar counts. And it doesn't stop there. Tailor Brands also offers tools for creating business cards, social media posts, and even digital business cards. It's like having a whole marketing team at your fingertips. Now, I know that some of you might be skeptical. You might be thinking, can an AI really create something that truly represents my brand? And that's a fair question. But here's the thing. These tools aren't meant to replace human creativity. They're meant to enhance it, so you're still in control. The AI just does the heavy lifting, giving you a solid foundation to build on. And let's not forget, this is all integrated with their LLC formation services. So while you're getting all your legal ducks in a row, you're also building your brand. It's like killing two birds with one stone, but in a good way. Think about it. You start the process of forming your LLC, and by the time the paperwork is done, you could have a professional logo, a fully functional website, and a suite of marketing materials ready to go. That's a huge head start for your new business. The fine print, what Tailor Brands won't tell you. Alright, so we've talked about all the cool stuff Tailor Brands offer, but let's get real for a minute. There are some things they don't exactly shout from the rooftop, and you need to know about them before you make a decision. First up, let's talk about what's missing. Tailor Brands doesn't include registered agent services in any of their LLC formation plans. Now, you probably might be thinking, what's the big deal? Well, a registered agent is the person or company that receives official papers for your business. Without this service, you'll need to handle all that stuff yourself or pay extra to get it elsewhere. And here's another thing. Tailor Brands doesn't offer legal consultations. So if you have questions about the legal side of starting your business, you're pretty much on your own. This could be a big deal if you're new to the whole business thing and need some guidance. Now, let's talk about money. Because let's face it, that's what it all comes down to, right? Tailor Brands pricing can be a bit tricky to figure out. You've got to go through their whole setup process to see all the costs involved. For example, that light plan we talked about earlier, it looks free, but you still have to pay state filing fees. And those can range anywhere from $40 to $500 depending on where you're setting up your shop. But wait, there is more. Remember how I said Tailor Brands doesn't include registered agent services? Well, if you want that, it's going to cost you an extra $199 a year. And if you need an EIN, that's basically like a social security number but for your business, that's another add-on you will have to pay for. Now, let's compare Tailor Brands to some other options out there. Other competitors offer a free registered agent service for the first year. Tailor Brands, they charge $199 a year for that same service. That's a pretty big difference, especially when you're just starting out and every dollar counts. So, is Tailor Brands worth the extra money? Well, that really depends on what you're looking for. If you're all about those AI-powered branding tools we talked about earlier, then yes, it might be worth it for you. But if you're just looking for basic LLC formation and don't need all that extra bells and whistles, you might find better deals elsewhere. And here's something else to think about. With Tailor Brands, you're paying for convenience. Everything in one place. LLC formation, branding, website building. But is that convenience worth the potential extra costs? Well, only you can answer that. Now, I know all this might sound a bit negative, but here's the thing. Despite these drawbacks, there's still one big reason why Tailor Brands might be your best bet. And I'm going to get into that in just a second. The bottom line, is Tailor Brands right for you? All right, let's wrap this up. So is Tailor Brands right for you? Well, it really depends on what you're after. If you want a one-stop shop for LLC formation and branding, Tailor Brands could be a game changer. Their AI tools for logos and websites are pretty impressive, and they can save you a ton of time and money. But remember, you've got to weigh the convenience against the costs. If you're just starting out and want to hit the ground running with a professional brand, Tailor Brands might be worth it. But if you're on a tight budget, there are cheaper options out there. So, are you ready to give it a shot? Check out my link in the description of this video to get started with Tailor Brands. Plus, you'll even get a free business plan. So, good luck with your LLC, and hey, let me know in the comment section down below what's your biggest challenge in starting a business. Thank you so much for watching this video.